We're gonna replace some light switches.
Over here.
Faceplate.
Oh my! It's a cat! It's a cat!
So what we're doing? This switch is bad, and
Boo-hoo.
we also just don't like the way this looks. It's old.
It's gold.
Out of date.
It's old. It's gold, and there's silver screws.
We're gonna put these this nice fresh white faceplate with white switches.
White faceplates.
So here we go.
Starting the procedure.
We're trying to do this as quickly as possible because the people who wired our house, for some reason, tied in this switch, which is our upstairs.
Look,
hallway.
it's off.
This is our upstairs hallway. They tied it into the circuit that controls the TV in our living room. So kids are downstairs not very happy with me. Sometimes you gotta pry these faceplates off if they've been up.
I'm gonna stand back because my dad here, he has a record of making these things fly off. One of them actually slid off and broke.
So, yeah, see, old.
Man, look at that. That is not pleasant at all.
We are gonna. Don't step on that, Jacob. It will hurt your foot. Ooh, look at that. Nice dead stink bug.
Oh, woohoo! We love nice dead stink bugs. Oh, man, that is webby.
Yep, we're switching bits.
Like we said in our last episode, this house was made 30 years ago. We found a bug wing in the last one, and we found a dead stink bug in the other one. In this one today, so yeah.
So if you remember, folks, like I said in our last video, the best thing to do on these when you're getting in here is to go one wire at a time. Thank you, Jacob. Because otherwise you can wind up hooking them back up wrong.
And that's not going to be pleasant for you. Like we said, you're either going to spend a ton of time working or a ton of money to have someone help you. So, your best bet if that does happen would be to probably your best bet would be to try to have yourself work it out. The best scenario is if you have a family member who is an electrician. That would probably be the best. But yeah, you just don't want to be in that scenario. So instead, you can prevent all of that by just doing one wire at a time.
Okay, so as we've seen before, Jacob, if you can get in there, these wires are all fed into the back of the switch, which good, safe, but does mean you're gonna snip them.
We have our
Keep pulling
pliers
back
here.
out. So pop that.
Pop.
And get out our handy dandy strippers here. We didn't get a ton of. Our last box had a lot of extra cord in it. This one doesn't have a ton, which is unfortunate.
Boo-hoo, I don't like that. We love extra cord.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when they do that because you gotta be pretty particular.
I love these videos. They help you learn stuff, but I'm just sitting here filming this entire thing.
Alright, so
My hands are starting to hurt.
Once you get that off, try not to tangle things.
Yes.
And
Pop won't be happy.
You're going in.
Boom. By the way, if you hear any background noises, that's probably the kids downstairs. Oh my.
I almost lost my snips.
That would be bad. Boom. Look at that. Dust, like, oh my gosh, you can see the dust with your little light case helmet lighting it up. How do you like your little light hat thingy?
Love this little headlamp. Shout out to Nebo. They make a good line of lights.
Also, I'm going to do a shout out to Max Grip, who actually made our gloves.
Good gloves here. I think I picked these up at Sam's Club.
Of course, we will be trying to do every single tool that we have, do a review on it. So, we'll probably do some more reviews. Probably one with our Nebo headlight and one with our gloves. Also, one with our magnet bracelet and all of our tools. Because, it's hard to find good tools in the tool world. There's a bunch of tools, and some tools are better than others at certain jobs. So, we want to help you guys find the best tools for the best job.
Yeah, most of the time working in your house, you're going to be stripping on 14.
What's a strip on 14?
So, on your wire stripper, you've got, this is the gauge of the wire. So, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Smaller number, bigger wire. We're working with 14. So, it's going to be most of the time in your house.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there went our switch.
Bye, switch.
Alright, so we're in.
We're
We
in.
got this guy good to go. We're going to leave him out.
We need to go get our old wire. So, be right back.
Okay, so see Tricky here, guys. They switched back to flatheads.
Ooh, tricky. Tricky.
You see that a lot in older switches, and this one does look older than the other one that was in here, which makes sense because this is the one that this is the reason we're replacing it. This switch is bad. It's making a very funny sound when it flips, which that's not normal.
So maybe when we take the switch out, we will be able to see why or how it's making that. But sometimes in the tool world, there are just going to be things that you're going to have to replace, but you don't have a clear answer why they're doing it until you replace them. Or sometimes you just won't get a clear answer why it's happening. But yeah.
I don't know why this one's doing it, but I don't like it.
Me neither. It's scaring me. This is full of dust, by the way.
Yeah, this is a...
If you do have them, wear some eye goggles when you're dealing with very dusty situations.
So, these are all flat. Yeah, this is
All flat.
This is an older fella. Our house before this one was built in the 50s.
The 50s?
And that's how every switch in there was flatheads. You can always tell if it's flatheads, it's older. They didn't come around with the Phillips till later. So we got a lot. We got 4 wires going on in this one. So it's going to take a minute. Yeah. Got the ground.
We love doing work here at Tool Central. I still don't know what to call this. These like videos on my main videos are about gaming, and that's like me. This channel, well, not channel, it's like string of videos with my dad here, are going to be like grilling and replacing videos. Also, if she wants to, me and my mom will do cooking and cooking review videos. So stay tuned for those. Give this video some likes if you want to see those.
Alright, so 1 snipped. And again, folks, especially when you get into two 2, 3, 4 switches in a box, one wire at a time. I cannot stress it enough. One wire at a time, folks.
One wire at a time. Why are we taking this like protective covering off?
That's so that it can make a good connection. It
Okay.
will not connect and conduct electricity if you do not take that off. That's called the sheathing.
Sheeting, okay.
Sheathing.
Boop.
Right in, locked in. Let's get down on this guy.
Man, make sure when you're remove. What? How?
Grab my needle nose rather than my snippers.
Make sure, by the way, if you are dealing with very dusty ones and you don't want to get your house very dirty with the dust, make sure you do have a hand under here to catch the actual light switch.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to pull up the vacuum, or at least
Yeah.
the little dust
Hand back there.
hand vac. I wish I had a smaller set of strippers. I think they make a set. However, when I bought these, I wasn't too concerned about getting into small spaces.
But yeah, if we ever in the future need to replace more lights, we'll definitely try to see if there are any smaller strippers.
Yeah. Because this is...
Because, like, the smaller the box, like, we're going to have to do one later, it's a one light panel. It's not one of these two lights. It's going to be, like, a one light deal, which is going to make it faster, but it's also going to make it trickier to get our snappers in. So, yeah. Nice. By the way, we're trying to make these videos as educational as possible for working, right?
Yep.
This is not the type of video that you want to watch to be silly. Me and my dad here, we are going to make some serious videos about working and grilling, right?
Yep.
Get away, dust.
And also, just a disclaimer, folks, I am not a licensed electrician, so if you do any of this stuff, yeah, it's on you.
Yeah.
This is mainly just to show off our tools and the process here.
And maybe if you have like one question to do it. Don't be like calling us over here being like, hey yo, replace our light switches.
So that one was a top.
And we're also not responsible for any electrical burns or anything involving the electricity.
Cool. That's right.
For our grilling channel, we're also, grilling series, we're also not responsible for any burns.
No, but if your food tastes wonderful, I will take credit for that.
Yes. Take off the chutes is probably the easiest part of replacing stuff, right?
Yeah. Stripping the wire is easy.
I'd say the most work would be actually going and finding which breaker turns off which switch. We were lucky enough to have both of them first try. We didn't show you guys all the stuff because in our last video where we replaced some lights, we did show that. Right, Dad?
Mm-hmm. So we have, this one's maybe a little bit bent at the end. It's not wanting to go in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a
Tiny little cut.
fresh snip. I'm going to try not to lose that because I don't want it to end up in somebody's foot.
That would not be good.
Hurt. All right. So now we got a fresh connection. And look at it, slips right in there.
What do you think the hardest part of doing this is?
Definitely the hardest part. It's not hard, folks. The hardest thing is just making sure you connect everything back the way you found it.
That's definitely the most high risk part while doing work besides, getting zapped by the electricity.
If you put everything back the way you found it, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're going to have problems. Otherwise, it's very simple. A to B, B to C. Just do everything the exact same way you had it. If you have problems other than needing a fresh looking switch or something like that to where you're actually having electrical issues, like this is all cosmetic stuff. We know everything in here is hooked up correctly. It's all good to go. Anything serious, like call an electrician, folks.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. You can burn down your house. Alright, so we got that done.
By the way, until you have the cover on, don't test flipping the lights.
Correct.
Because...
Well, actually, we are going to do it this time because I want to make sure everything looks good in there. But let's move down here to our other plate down here. Then we'll come back and put these plates on.
Okay, everyone, we're back over here. We've
Get
cut.
this done as quickly as possible because, like I said, people who wired this house hooked this up to our TV downstairs, which my wife is not particularly happy about.
Oh. By the way, guys, make sure you don't lose any screws. Oh, that one came clean.
That one popped off real easy. And we're back to Phillips over here, so not an ancient switch.
Not an ancient switch. It's not ancient, guys. This one should be faster and quicker because it's only one actual switch.
Yeah, this one being a single should be...
Hold up, guys. I might have to go cut because I think we forgot to get like an actual light switch.
I'll go get it. You just hang tight.
Okay. Perfect.
Alright, see, we got everything. Let me go grab a switch.
Okay, everyone. We're back here with the switch.
Alright, so as we've done before, we're going to start with our ground.
Ah.
And they completely wrapped this ground. It's the first one I've seen like that today. So we're snipping it.
Snip. Snip.
See how they wrapped completely around? I don't want to mess with trying to undo that, so what we'll do is need my needle nose pliers. We'll just make a new little loop.
Make a new loop. When in doubt, make a new loop.
The needle nose are very good for that.
Yeah, we like needle nose.
Yes.
I like to call them the bat ear pliers because they kind of look like little bats.
So now I got this nice little hook there. Pop it on.
Pop it on. Do you know of any occasional like things for the work channel after these lights? We might do the occasional tool review.
Very much so.
Cause
all right, so we're snipping again.
Snipping, yeah, snipping. Woo, woo. By the way, if you didn't know, our light switch in my little sister's playroom actually is missing like a screw in it. So we're gonna have to fix that sometime in the future.
Does that switch work right now?
What switch? Oh. Nope. So once again, are you using a 16 or 14?
14. And you want to go maybe 3/4 to an inch.
Oh!
Sometimes it bounces.
Yeah. By the way, after you're done with your work and if you're doing electrical stuff and you're doing it by yourself, you always want to make sure you get all of the pieces.
Yes, cleanup is important, folks. Don't leave a dirty house.
Where did that one go? Where did it go? Okay, we're gonna do another cut, another snip, another sheet. I don't know what we exactly call this.
Sheathing.
Sheeting. We're doing a sheeting.
With a TH. TH.
Sheath. As you can see, at the bottom here, we do have some, like, flakes. Some flaky flakes. Which are okay. Flakes are okay. You just have to make sure you clean up.
Yep, we'll be bringing the vacuum up.
Yeah. Working may be fun in some cases. It may be boring. It may be bad in some cases. But you always make sure you have to clean up, no matter which case it is. Whether it's more work or less work, it's usually more work. You always got to clean up.
Yeah, your wife will appreciate it. You'll appreciate it. Always clean up.
Yeah.
Your kids will appreciate it. Because trust me, if one of your kids happens to get a piece of metal stuck in their foot, metal wire, you're going to feel bad. Your kid's going to hurt.
It may be a trip to the doctor.
Yeah. No good. So, don't be a jerk. Clean up.
I'm actually the older brother filming this. Man, 23 minutes of long already. To be fair, we did do 3 switches.
Now this one, folks, is the first one today. I've had this issue before. The wire is just not wanting to tuck in there very well. That happens. You just, pull it back, reposition everything, go back in again.
It's always important that you do everything right, because most of the time in the working world, things don't work properly if they're not properly used.
Alright, so that's it. I'm going to go flip the breaker. Jacob can hang out these switches right here. I'm going to go flip the breaker, and we will see if we have success.
Okay. See you guys there. Okay, everyone, I have gotten our little plates.
And we've got the breaker back on, so Moment of truth. This one should turn on these hall lights. Let's see if it does.
Oh my gosh, it works!
Take a sniff. One warning sign: if you smell fish, often a sign of a potential electrical fire. This one should control downstairs. It does.
It's awesome.
Again, not smelling anything.
Not smelling fish.
So these two
Are good.
should be good. So we are going to go ahead and...
By the way, shout out to Alan Roth.
Yes, and Lowe's.
And Liz.
Lowe's again.
They pop up in our videos a lot for these working channels.
We are pretty big fans of Lowe's. Jacob, could you go run and get my little switch driver there and screwdriver?
And a screwdriver. Okay. Okay, Ron, I got the tools. Which one do you need first?
So the switch driver first.
Okay.
Get it lined up.
How do you even use it? How do you turn it on?
You gotta decide which way you're going.
Oh, okay.
So that goes, it's got little arrows, so that goes in. And then if you want to take out, you got the out arrow, push that one all the way, and it goes that way. And if you leave it in the middle, it's like a little safety. Nobody can do anything. No kid can mess it up.
Yeah.
Hurt themselves.
Of course, I am of old age to be handling tools.
Yes. He is age appropriate. See, you had to, like I told you in the last video, sometimes they don't line up quite perfect, but putting the plate on there is gonna get everything back where it needs to be.
We love these tool videos.
And I think you folks will agree, this looks way better than the old
golden
gold one we had up there. And
reminder.
this is, you know, we spent $17 for 10 new switches, so $1.70 a piece. So you got $3.50 there, and this plate was about $10. So for $13, I've got a much cleaner look. Just makes the house look better. You know, fresh. There's nothing worse than old, junky switches. You know, people notice them. Really kind of
They're really
brings
just
down
like kind of
the
problematic.
aesthetic of your house. Your house is your biggest purchase you're ever gonna make.
Yes.
You want it to look good.
Besides, if you get a really cheap house and a really expensive car. But even then, most houses are expensive than cars, so more expensive than cars. I do have a question. Will we be ever operating on the doors? Because with this like white stuff, it looks kind of like fresh and new with our house like thing. But our doors here are still old gold, and it's kind of bugging me that we have an old gold like door connector to our wall, but we don't have old gold on our wall. So there's the old gold, there's the wall.
That will be a project one of these days.
In the future?
Yeah, this was a quick, easy Saturday project for me and Jacob. We were looking for something to do around the house. It's not good to just sit around, you know?
Yeah.
So we wanted to get out and do something. So we decided to go spend, you know, what amounted to less than $20 on, well, by the time you do all the plates, I guess it was probably close to 40.
But like, even if I do shake this, it's not budging at all.
This is solid. Looks fresh.
Light switches work.
Yep. Let's go pop the
Okay.
plate on the other one.
Pop the plate. That's my new favorite thing. Pop the plate.
So unpack this guy. And these are high quality plates too. These aren't your plastic ones. If you just want plastic ones, which would have looked much better than those gold ones, so it still would have been. Plastic ones cost next to nothing. These are metal and they're painted, pretty high end, but it's an upgrade I've been wanting to do for a while, so it's what we went with.
I see it.
I made a mistake. I didn't put it on my magnetic band. See what happens, folks?
I think our next project is going to be doors. I feel like that will be our next project. After we finish all of the light switch repairs that need to be repaired, I think our next project will be doors. Because I feel like that's what needs fixing next. Oh.
Yep, we got this switch working.
Woohoo! Yeah. We love that.
And like I said before, tighten up with your screwdriver so that you don't get a big chip in your paint.
By the way, I know these door hinges we're gonna do, but what about the door like little in chain stoppers?
There we go. Now let's one final check and make sure our bathroom's working over here. We have not
Yes.
checked it yet.
We have not checked. After this video, I think we might do some tool reviews.
All right, so we got
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. We're good to go, folks. Thank you. Thank you for watching tool review. Have fun, stay busy, work hard.